Almonte's Key Food, proudly serving communities throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island for over 30 years. When you shop Key Food, you'll always find fresh products, great weekly specials, and exceptional personalized service. Visit at any of their Key Food stores at 8235 153rd Avenue, Lindenwood, New York, 935 Rosedale Road, Valley Stream, New York, and 6620 Avenue U, Brooklyn, New York.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Democrats hate America. Yeah, I've been talking about this a lot on Fox recently, and now the polling is in. This is from CNN, mind you. Here's Harry Enton talking about just how much Democrats loathe this country as we head into our 250th anniversary. Cut number 3, go.
You know, among Republicans, 93% are extremely or very proud. Just a single one, say they have little to no pride in being an American. But look over at the Democratic side. This is where we've seen this extremely or very number. It's been taking a tumble at 27%, which is way different than the 93. You do the quick math with me here. What is that? That's a 66-point difference here in terms of extremely or very. But look at this. The little or no proud to be an American actually among Democrats eclipses is greater than the extremely or very proud number. So we are just living in such a different universe if you're a Republican versus a Democrat on the basic fundamental question of being proud to be an American.
And during the Obama administration, for example, that 93% of Republicans that were proud to be Americans, that number was the same. So it didn't matter who was in the Oval Office. You believed in the country. You believed that the country, the Constitution, what our founders envisioned way, way back when, was greater than one man in the Oval Office. And now Democrats are just miserable people who, I couldn't believe that story out of Seattle, where half the fans there, according to a poll they did in the Seattle Times, were conflicted about rooting for the United States because of who we are or something. These people don't know how good they have it. Now, if you're a Democrat politician, then I guess you exploit that and talking about how horrible this country is and how things need to drastically change. And that's how you get elected, I guess. Put out the radical stuff like Darliza Chevrolet, the next congresswoman of district whatever in New York, literally saying that we need to abolish prisons. And if you murder someone in this country, if you're black or Latino, you shouldn't necessarily go to jail because you're probably under stress from being a minority or something. This is crazy stuff. And Zohran Mamdani endorses all of this. And now people talk about that. Boy, it's a shame that he can't run for president. Oh, boy, you people are way over your skis on this one. As they are with James Tallarico, he is running for Senate in Texas, the ultimate Lucy pulls the football state, where we were told Beto O'Rourke, he had such a shot to be senator, governor, or even president. And he went 0 for 3 on that front. Now here you have Democrats rallying around Tallarico. They really think that he could win down there, a state that Trump won by 13 points. And if he were truly moderate, then maybe he's got a shot. But we could go through the litany of things that this maniac has said. God is non-binary. There are not one, not two, but 6 sexes. He's running a non-meat campaign. And, oh, yeah, all of his letterhead for the campaign, they have his and her pronouns. The first Democrat in Texas to ever do that. And if you think that this is actually going to sit well with voters, especially the fact when he just recently, he didn't say this recently, but audio has emerged of him saying that he hates Christianity. Uh-oh. Yeah, good luck. No shot he's winning, but nevertheless, Dems are oddly rallying around this guy with the worst messaging possibly ever. Here's some random guy who was picked to introduce Tallarico at a rally near Dallas recently. And I mean, if you think you're going to win with this message, guys, you are out of your mind. Cut number 4, go.
Next time they say that James is trans, we're all trans. When they say James is a gay tofu-eating vegan, we're all gay tofu-eating vegans.
I don't know where you're going with this.
And when they say James is going to hell,
Well,
We'll say we're all going to hell.
whee! Oh, it's going to win. That's absolutely going to get independents and Republicans to come over to Tallarico's side. No question about it. Ken Paxton wins. We save the tapes around here by 4 or 5 points. And I'm being very generous with that prediction. Texas ain't voting for that. If he was running in New York City, yeah, he'd be, trust me, winning by 60 points. Because that works here. That ain't going to work in Texas because you don't mess with Texas. Meanwhile, Hakeem Jeffries is, and Kevin, you know what to get ready after this. He is now melting down over the fact that, you endorse some candidates that haven't won. The socialists keep winning, and now they're coming for you next, Hakeem. And you want to talk about somebody who's just so bad at handling any question that is remotely confrontational or tough. He gets defensive and so insecure. He's just not good at this, as you will hear in cut number 6. Go.
There seems to be growing concern within the New York delegation that your endorsement doesn't hold the weight that it once did, that the mayors may perhaps carry more. Do you feel that's fair?
Who in the New York delegation has articulated that, since you're referencing growing
on
concern?
Background, so just as I would not...
So you don't have a name?
Well, I'm going to extend them the same courtesy that I would everybody else, but this question is about you.
Yeah, well, you asked me a question making reference to particular members, but then you didn't cite a member.
Right, because they're conversations on background, but what is your
anonymity,
response to
buddy?
I don't have a response to that, actually, because I think that it's, something that has not come up in any of the conversations that we've had.
When you think of garbage, think of Hakeem.
Thank you. One more time, Kevin. Can't get enough of that one.
When you think of garbage, think of Hakeem.
Yeah, and Hakeem, oh boy, if they don't win the House, this guy is absolutely effed. Right, not only does he not become Speaker of the House, which is his dream, like Gavin Newsom dreams of being president, he's not winning his next election. He will be primaried by these socialists, where he says, I don't know what anybody's talking about, that these socialists, maybe are coming for me, and you don't have a name to put to that yet. It's called anonymity, buddy. All right, somebody went off the record to this reporter and said, Hakeem's in big trouble, right? And now, again, if they don't win back the House, he's done. As a politician, he'll be great on CNN or MS Now, but, and I mean that sarcastically, but that's where we are at this point. When you think of garbage, think of Hakeem. Anyway.
When you think of garbage, think of Hakeem.
Thank you, Kevin. That never gets old. Anyway, Jennifer Welsh, I don't know if you know who this person is. If you see her, she's like a younger version, I guess, of Joan Rivers before Joan, unfortunately, passed away. The Botox and the overall work done on this face makes James Carville look 21 years old. I mean, you want to talk about a person who has no business talking about anybody's looks. Forget the fact that she is a maniac, to use that word again, because she said, after Charlie Kirk was killed, that more Democrats should be celebrating his death and openly talking about it. That alone is insane. And now she's saying that, well, black and Muslim people are smarter and better looking than the whiteys out there. And that's why Trump attacks them. Something, I don't even know what to make of this. But again, this is the new left, because apparently among liberals, this person is actually popular. And if this is the person that they're turning to, or Hassan Piker, oh boy, big, big problems in national elections and in swing states. Here's cut number 8. Go.
They don't want people to be able to fail forward the same way they do, because somewhere deep inside them, they know they're not the smartest people in the room. They know they don't have the best ideas in the room. Right. How do we know this? Because they're borrowing ideas from Nazi Germany, a failed experiment that led to a Holocaust of millions of people. But they're trying it again because they're so inferior and they're so terrified that Zoran Mamdani or that Barack Obama isn't white, but they're smarter, they're better looking, they're more liked. And I could go on and on and on down the list. Black excellence or brown excellence exposes white mediocrity, and they can't stomach it.
What does color have to do with intelligence? Can anybody explain that? I'm pretty sure that Clarence Thomas is an extremely intelligent person. absolutely certain of that. I listen to Dave Chappelle, and I think the guy is a genius in comedy and also is probably a very intelligent person. In interviews that I've seen when he goes outside of comedy, he's a deep thinker. The point is that, again, when you say that, I guess MAGA can't handle Barack Obama or Zohran Mamdani because they're black or brown. Maybe they just disagree with their ideas. This is the Joe Concha Show.